Now, one of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your president, John Henry Eaton, straight to your heart. Labor disgraces no man, but occasionally men disgrace labor. Greetings, dearest America. This is your president, John Henry Eaton. Why, now that's simple. The Enclave is you, America. The Enclave is your sister, your aunt, your friend, your I am the heart and soul of the Enclave. That is to say, I am the voice, heart, and soul of America. But only together, together can we hope to reach our full...
Warning! Hostiles in the area. For your safety. Next post.
Medic armor reporting for duty, ma'am. Gear up, soldier.
Let me be blunt. Go away.
I'm all right now. My last week I was in rough shape, you know? I mean, last week I bought a whirlpool for my bath. So far, I lost 3 of my best
Tickets,
ships.
please.
Last week, nothing went right. I bought a waterbed. There were 2 Cuban guys swimming in it looking for Florida.
Thank you for riding with Metro.
I tell you, people are nuts, you know. My dentist, too, another beauty of my dentist, he found a new way to hide his bad breath. He holds up his arms. I tell you, I mean, this wise guy. When I checked in a hotel, I asked the bellhop to handle my bag. He started to feel up my wife.
Morning. Hey there.
I said to him,
Well,
hey,
sure.
buddy, who told you could play around with my wife? He said, everybody. I told my wife I can never relax, you know. I told her our kid is spoiled. She told me a lot of kids
The
smell
very
that way.
best kind. Try some. You've never tasted sweeter.
She's a lousy cook,
Yeah.
too. She can't cook at all. I leave dental floss in the kitchen, the roaches hang themselves.
You're built too low. The fast ones go over your head. You got a hole in your glove. I keep pitching them and you keep missing them. You gotta keep your eye on the ball. Eyeball. Eyeball. I almost had a gag, son. Joke, that is. Now you stand there and I'll pitch you a couple. All right, boy, lean on it. Let's see you drive it right down
Another
my throat.
human with a death wish. Welcome to the mall, tourist. I'm the sentry for Underworld,
Say, well,
city of ghouls, inside the museum.
You better do the picture
My name's
now,
Willow, by the
boy.
way.
That bat's a little too heavy for you.
Those knuckle draggers, nah, they don't bother us ghouls. Maybe they see us as kin or something, I don't know. Now those other assholes. Yeah, you know, those humans like you. Well, maybe not like you, I don't know, but humans are the same. Brotherhood of Steel guys with their testosterone and power armor. Those Psycho Talon Company marks.
Here that just don't
Those other
add up.
assholes.
Oh, yeah. I guess it does that.
Sure did. Underworld. It's right inside the Museum of History, then through the Big Skull.
Low life. A cutting-edge, state-of-the-art bi-coastal multitasker, and I can give you a gigabyte in a nanosecond. I'm new wave, but I'm old school, and my inner child is outward bound. I'm a hot-wired, heat-seeking, warm-hearted, cool customer, voice-activated and biodegradable. I interface with my database. My database is in cyberspace, so I'm interactive, I'm hyperactive, and from time to time, I'm radioactive. Behind the 8 ball, ahead of the curve, riding the wave, dodging the bullet, pushing the envelope. I'm on point, on task, on message, and off drugs. I got no need for coke and speed. I got no...
Oh, well, would you look at that? We got us a smooth-skinned visitor. Ooh-wee. We ain't seen one of your type in a long time. Smooth skin? You know, because your skin is so smooth and tasty. Relax, I'm just kidding. But I had you going, didn't I? You're in Underworld, Smooth Skin. It's the only safe place for we ghouls in D.C. We're here out of sight and out of mind. The mutants leave us alone, and the slavers usually don't come this far into the city, so it's not bad. Really, the Brotherhood of Steel is the only thing we have to worry about. So long as we don't leave Underworld, that is. Bastards. They don't seem to be able to tell us apart from the super mutants. Or maybe they just don't care. They see us and shoot on sight. At least they have the common courtesy to miss most of the time. Still, bigots. That's right. As long as you don't bother us, we won't bother you. Feel free to come and go, trade, sleep, whatever. Just make sure that you leave whatever trouble is following you at the door, because we don't want it. So enjoy your stay, Smoothskin.
Glorious day in this man's army. Welcome, visitor. Attach. Civilian on deck. This is a town full of peace-loving ghouls, so check your bigotry at the door. They're just like humans. They feel, they hurt, they bleed. They deserve the same love and respect as any human, and don't you forget it. At least that's what they programmed me to say. Personally, I think they're a bunch of rotting zombie maggot farms, and I'd send them all back to hell if I could. Damn this combat inhibitor. I am Cerberus. It is my solemn duty to guard the citizens of Underworld against any and all threats, both foreign and domestic. So, yes, I'm the guard dog. Go, Underworld, go ghouls! Damn this pansy zombie programmer. Closing dialogue system.
Hello, my beautiful America. This is
that
President
down, will
Eden,
ya?
and it's time
Oh.
we had a talk.
Oh, hey,
When I was
look at
a
that.
child,
A human
growing up
with
in
hair.
rural
Hey,
Kentucky,
you think we can do something
I
about
met
that?
a friend a boy could hope for. My dear old dog, Honey.
Yeah, man, that's what I do. I cut hair. I know, you look around here and there ain't a lot of work to show off, right? These corpses only got half a head of this stuff, so I never get a chance to work on a full head. Come on, no charge.
Inseparable. It was, for a little boy, the perfect
Well, yeah.
existence.
So, what else do I have to do except get high? You think that I need to be sober to cut a ghoul's hair? Half the work is cutting the skin off. These guys don't care how they look anyway. They just humor me.
Are truly happy, truly carefree.
I think you own the place.
The air is off at the common house again. It stinks of sweat. Huh? Ah! Jesus Christ! Don't sneak up on me like that. Last fella to do that damn near lost my arm. You're new here, yeah. You must be, since you're actually talking to me. I'm Patchwork. Or just Patches, if you like that. Shit. I forget. Who, me? Yeah, I'm fine. I guess. No. Yeah, I'll be okay. I just need to try not to lose any more of my parts this time. And Doc Barrows says that he's getting tired of putting them back on me. So, if you see any, just bring them back. You sure? Some people make me hurt myself, 'cause it makes them laugh. What can you tell me about? Wait, what? Why, you want to head on over to the Ninth Circle and talk to Mr. Azrakal. What was I saying? Ninth Circle. Oh, yeah, the generators. I don't know where they are. You'll have to ask Winthrop.
What rides your shoes and often gives you the
No, go talk to Azrakal. Don't make me say it again.
What makes you think that we've got something to say to one another?
You're listening to Galaxy News Radio. Free wasteland, and we're here for you. Now listen close for this important public service announcement. Just a friendly reminder to all who would be bigots out there. Ghouls are people too. You see, Tilda, ghouls are simply humans who've been exposed to an ungodly amount of radiation and haven't had the good fortune to die.
Well now, looky here. We got us a smooth skin that I ain't ever seen before. I'm Azrakal, and this is the Ninth Circle. Folks got problems, and I got liquor to sell them. Well, liquor and a few other pick-me-ups. You need anything, you just let me know.
They are basically mindless zombies, so kill as many as you damn well please. Now, some music.
Yeah, just east of here. Bunch of guys with guns are holed up there. Why, whatever do you mean? I'm a simple barkeep, nothing more.
That's close enough. What the hell are you doing wandering around here? Don't we all? Let's go see Mr. Walker. He's in charge of the killing around here. And stay away from the memorial. We have orders to shoot first and loot the bodies after.
I'm Leroy Walker, and you're probably wondering about what we're doing here. You're a sharp one. We're from Paradise Falls. We're hunting runaway slaves. Slaves. Have you seen any? You are really starting to piss me off. Not exactly. That means you aren't much of a threat to us, so let me tell you a bit more. We're setting up a base to excavate these ruins. We're looking for anything related to Abraham Lincoln. I like the way your mind works. Tell you what, I can't spare anyone to go poking in the old museum. If you find anything in there, I'll buy it off you. Don't want slaves using them to start a revolt or anything, so we burn them. Good luck in the museum. Bring me back something, and I'll let you get a closer look at the memorial.
The gates are the rustiest, the pies are the crustiest, the songs the lustiest.
Sign your cares away, be creative, learn to live. Pretty flowers need the sun, and the supplies for everyone, like that living, when nature's giving, happiness, everyone's just like the sun is.
It's me, your president, John. Gotcha! 3Dog here. How's everyone doing? And here's me with the news radio. We're Radio Free Wasteland, and we're here for you. And now, some music.
our great democracy. So, as your president, I am the voice, I am the heart and soul of the Enclave. That is to say, I am the voice of...
Not for long. I can't wait to see the great emancipator turn into a smoking pile of rubble.
Hey there. So, did you find any Lincoln artifacts in the museum? I wouldn't want abolitionists to find this. How about 100 caps? You know nobody else will buy it. All right, you greedy bastard. I'll get someone to burn this. You seem like... Sure. Silas will tell them you're allowed up there.
I heard you're gonna help us get those runaways.
I heard you're gonna help us get those runaways.
Looking kindly down, the stars above in heaven now are looking kindly down. The stars above in heaven now are looking kindly down on the grave of old John Brown.